Welcome back, everybody, to the NXL Windy City Major here at Gaelic Park outside Chicago, Illinois. I'm Vince Cunningham from Let's Talk Paintball, joined by Coach Mike Jeffries here, legendary semi-pro coach here. Coached the Hurricanes this season until they kind of imploded a little bit, went to pro. But I was very fortunate to get him here in the booth with me. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. I feel like I haven't talked to you in hours, Vince. We had a lot of great guests in here. Now we're about to watch Colorado Blitz break out against Brawl. Colorado Blitz losing against CEP in a controversial match. Now I imagine a must-win situation against Brawl. Brawl also could desperately use a win, and they get a kill from Blitz off the Dorito side. I think another player coming off for Blitz, so 5-on-3 advantage for Brawl. They got Nate Marshall in the Snake 1. Blitz does have a player in the Snake as well in the Snake 2. I don't think Brawl knows that there's a player in the Snake for Blitz. Not seeing that bunker catch any heat.
Yeah, they're not playing like they know he's there.
Now I'm seeing Paint hit his bunker, so I think Brawl has picked him up. They have the Snake side Brick, who can protect Nate Marshall in the Snake 1. Nate Marshall seems content to stay in the Snake 1 and shoot cross. Blitz has the Dorito side Wedge, who's just keyed up on the 50 Snake, waiting for Nate Marshall to come up there and expose his pack. But Marshall playing patient with a two-body advantage.
Yeah, and Brawl really needs to win this. They went 0-1-1 yesterday, so they need to win this to be 1-1-1 to have a chance or any chance right now of going on. As Phoenix Rising did lose one, so putting them at 2-1, so there's still a chance. But
and
Colorado
Brawl losing their Snake player, but only 2 players left alive for Blitz. What's Blitz's situation? Can they still move on after that craziness versus CEP?
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out that win. Unfortunately, right now, how it's looking is Blitz, if they win big and the rest of the teams lose, there might be a chance, but that game is still under review a little bit.
Wow, so not official.
Yeah, so I think they're
a contested result out here on the NXL Premier field.
I think each team is trying to sell it pretty good right now.
Interesting. You know, politics are a part of paintball. You know, it's good to have someone with the skills of rhetoric, as Plato always emphasized in his symposium.
As you can tell, Mike Jeffries much more the intellectual than I am. I know the name Plato, but I don't know any other thing he just said. So out here on the field, though, so the way everything looks right now is Brawl has a player in the 50-yard line Brick and in Snake 2. Blitz is in the Snake 2, but if he tries to make a move, the Brick player is going.
Oh, but Tom Sellers comes through and bunkers out the Wedge player for Blitz. But Blitz gets him clean. I think it's a 1-on-1. Jeff, no. Two players for Brawl on the Dorito side, but they don't know Carrera's over here. He shoots his gun. I think he misses Whitner. Whitner now feels the paint behind him. I think it's a 1-on-1. Carrera's going to go for the buzzer, and he's going to get it.
Wow, great play there. Great save by Carrera. Shoots Sellers streaking through the middle, gets a nice snapshot there on his mirror, and then runs down, hangs the buzzer, saving the point for Blitz. So
Brawl in a 4-on-2 situation is unable to convert there. You hate to start a match that way in a must-win situation. Let's see if they can clean that up.
Yeah, that is definitely, you hate to see something like that, especially as great as Blitz played that last one. They're coming in here. I mean, I hope they don't lose the energy. They got to be a little dejected from that CEP decision going on right now. They thought they had a convincing win over that. We'll see how that all turns out. But again, if you're just now tuning in, thank you so much for watching. We are live all weekend long here. Thanks to our sponsors, ProShar, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Dye Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX Technologies. So as we get into this set, the next teams playing are Blast Camp versus Veteran Militia. Veteran Militia already knocked out. They kind of got nothing to lose here. So see some wild play from Veteran Militia. Now, Blast Camp, on the other hand, if they get the mercy roll here on this game, I think it puts them in the bye or maybe the top spot, even if they lose against a team.
Blast Camp is 1-1 or 2-0?
I think Blast Camp is 2-0.
Oh, gotcha. So Blast Camp sending La Papa out into the Snake insert. So looks like a 5-on-5 breakout, which is not something we've seen a lot of from Veteran Militia. Let's see if they can put something together here.
Yeah, especially since last game's guns off the break have been excellent. So Veteran Militia, they are going to lose 2 bodies right away, though, as we say that both of their Snake side attackers walk off. Now, they are getting a player down the Dorito side deep as he's already in that 40-yard line Dorito on the other side. So good job by them but they need to push harder now to try to get up because Blast Camp is not a team that's going to let you sit somewhere very long. As you can see, La Papa getting into Snake 2 as well and peeling off that back center player. So great shot from La Papa there to counter on the move there up to 50 center.
Yeah, Blast Camp just trying to maintain their control of the field. I think they're 5 up, and they're just trying not to do anything too crazy. You know, stay connected, figure out where the bodies are, peel them off one by one. This is a trap game, right? You don't want to take anyone lightly out here. You see Veteran Militia's been mercy ruled quite a bit this weekend, but you can't assume that the same is going to happen for you. You still have to go out and do your job and execute.
Yeah, and definitely with Veteran Militia, too. They looked a lot better that last game than they have on Friday. But, yes, I mean, Blast Camp, one of the more dominant teams out here. Look for them to want to try to get the Mercy Rule win. I mean, Veteran Militia, nothing to lose here. So they can run a whole bunch of wild points. They can do kind of crazy stuff right now. Try some score some points on Blast Camp. So
now that we go back into Colorado Blitz and Brawl, Blitz is kind of in this situation. It's their 4th match, and they don't know what their record is officially.
I think that's the case now. We're going to get final confirmation. They're still working that out. I know Tom Cole came over here. Jason Trozen's been over here. They're reviewing back all the footage. So again, if you're a semi-pro team, one of the benefits of having this live stream is the powers that be are able to go back, rewind, and actually look at the games and see where something may have been a little mixed up on, similar to what the Pro Field has with the review. But again, you know, happy to provide this service to all of you out there, all the semi-pro and WNXL teams. We will see some WNXL action at World Cup, so looking forward to see them. Plenty of WNXL players out here at this event playing. So shout out to all the WNXL players out there playing.
A lot of interesting characters in that division.
Yes. So as the breakout here for Brawl.
Nate Marshall running out to the snake off the break, one of the fastest players in the division. He gets in there clean. Blitz sends the 50 brick, though, which if Nate Marshall isn't careful when he comes into this 50 snake, he'll get clapped up.
Oh, they know he's there. He's got to still get him. Oh!
Quick little trade, the 50 brick for the 50 snake, and Blitz has the snake, so that's a great trade for them where they end up with the real estate there.
Yeah, phenomenal run through there by CBA to trade out that player and get him out of there, which leaves Carrera and the snake uncontested. So he kind of has this whole snake side now.
Now Baker, who is on your screen there, number 20 for Brawl, is in trouble. He fills out to the snake side insert. He called snake, so he knows he's there.
So you can see Carrera here in the 50 snake. He has those shots now. Brawl did push a player out to the corner.
But they catch a minor.
Wow.
He probably got shot in that fill out, and so that's going to pull off 2 Brawl players. Jeff Whitner getting pulled on the penalty. Colorado Blitz in the 50 snake. I think there's maybe 1 Brawl player left alive. Yes, Tom Sellers in the snake side wing. I think he's all alone. He's looking around for his buddies, and his buddies are all dead. He probably sees them walking off. Blitz has at least 3 alive in the 50 snake, so they're in almost complete control. Tom Sellers going up the center, trying to get lost a little bit, trying to catch someone being sloppy. I hear the refs.
I think he got caught.
50 snake. He's in really a tough spot to be in the center of the field and all alone. So Brawl will blow the horn and go down 0-2 to Colorado Blitz.
Yeah, dead center of the field. Terrible place to try to win a 1-on-3. But, you know, he had to do what he could, try to get himself lost. That's the best scenario there is get himself lost, try to get a quick kill, make it a 1-on-2. Still a low percentage win, but better than a 3-on-1.
Yeah, at that point, he was already in one of those wedges. You're not really going to be able to survive a tactical retreat. You prefer to be in the back line in a 1-on-3 situation, but not something that Tom Sellers could pull off. So they're going to go down 0-2. Brawl's going to have to try to figure out some answers here.
So sidelines here on either side of the Premier Field packed with viewers right now. Standing room only in the VIP section. So love all the support from everybody. If you are watching at home, please share out this live stream to all your friends and family. I shared it on Let's Talk Paintball. If anyone's asking where to find the link, you can find it on Let's Talk Paintball. Click on it, or you can go to the nxl.com/NXL Paintball, and you can bring it up in the video section. So again, we'll be live all weekend long here as we get into this breakout between Veteran Militia and Blast Camp.
Veteran Militia breaking out. Mr. Pink stopping and shooting from the back center, running out to the snake side insert. Getting into the snake side wedge is Veteran Militia. I think they survived the breakout again.
Great job by Veteran Militia here, surviving the breakout.
They're ripping the snake, but I don't think there's anyone in there.
I think they expect someone to be in there because La Papa gets in there early and often, but La Papa, just a seasoned player here, delays in there.
And this is the issue for Veteran Militia, is they're facing superior gun battlers here. So even though they get 5 out alive, losing 2 in quick succession, just in gun battles, bunker to bunker with Blast Camp, who's one of the most dedicated teams in the semi-pro division, playing 3 days a week sometimes.
Yeah, definitely one of those situations right now with Veteran Militia that they cannot lose multiple bodies at the same time. They walk out in pairs of 2s and 3s as we have Tom Cole, president of the NXL, out here watching on the sideline, coming by and saying hi. Appreciate him, but
Tom Cole always responding to drama on a field, so that CEP Colorado Blitz controversy calls him over. You love to see the hands-on approach. Minor penalty on Veteran Militia as
La Papa is just streaking down the snake side right now.
Basically identical points there. 5-on-5 breakouts, and then Blast Camp quickly working Veteran Militia with 5 players alive. Not only 2-0 perfect points in both situations for Blast Camp, going up 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0, 12 minutes left on the clock. Lots of time. So, curse and a blessing, though, right? Blast Camp can try to end this game quickly and get some more rest time before they go into their A-team game, or Veteran Militia can bring it back, right? Only down by 2. This is not curtains for them by any means. If they change their game plan up, they did have a really good point. All right, last guy got shot in the face, tried to wipe it off. They will start down with 4, and that's just a Veteran Militia.
That's going to be tough, down 2 points against Blast Camp, trying to mount their comeback and to start with 4 bodies. So we'll see what they got.
Yeah, I'm not surprised there though in that situation. I mean, realistically, they're already out of the tournament. Let's see what we can do and get away with. Like, I get that from them. It is a tough call though. So. Still waiting on word. So Tom Cole over here figuring out the end of that CEP Colorado Blitz game. So we will find out what happened there. So now that we're going back onto the field right now, Brawl, big breakout by Brawl into the snake, doubled up Carrera into snake 2 as well. So matching up in snake 2 by Brawl. So snake battle developing right now. They do have, so Colorado Blitz does have a player in the 40-yard line snake. So
mirrored up in the snake side for Brawl and Colorado Blitz here. Nate Marshall has made it every time Blitz has their snake side wing protecting their snake player.
Great job moving out there by Brawl to break out wide.
That was Jeff Whitner in that Dorito 1 over there. Oh, the Blitz player coming on a big run.
Oh, getting bad information and getting blown apart.
So he heard that there was a snake brick there, but there wasn't. Runs to his death. Nate Marshall putting some in his ear hole. So
wow,
we're all going to take the advantage here.
CBA shaking his head and looking at his back players like, what were you telling me?
Blitz losing another player, but Nate Marshall dying out of the snake, having something of a tough go of it here. Nate Marshall on the snake side, really talented player.
Looks like Sellers is going to kick out to the corner here and battle down the wire.
Which is a really smart move after losing your snake player so that the Blitz player can't just have free reign over it here. Crawling now into the 50 snake.
Yeah, here comes Carrera now, number 5 from Colorado Blitz.
Who's playing it patiently. He's pulled some stuff off out here. Really talented player for Colorado Blitz.
Yeah, been a hero here and a couple points for them. Definitely one of the more talented young players in the semi-pro division.
Blitz following up into the snake side tower, offering some support on the snake side. Brawl in the Dorito 1 in the snake corner. Blitz knows where they are, calling positions, communicating well. Sellers popping the top, trying to catch that snake side tower.
The Carrera's got to be careful here that he doesn't catch a stray snapshot. Sellers no slouch. He pops the top.
But Blitz is going to lose Jeff Whitner off the Dorito side, so I think it's just 2 players alive. I think it's just Baker on the Dorito side and Sellers for in the snake corner, but Blitz also loses their Dorito side player, so it might be a 2-on-2 here. Yeah, Carrera and the snake tower player for Blitz. Sellers creeping.
Sellers wants to go get him.
He puts in the snake
Gotta be
tower.
careful right now.
The Snake 50 Snake knows he's there. Sellers can't hang out there. I think he shoots Carrera, though.
Carrera's selling it that he didn't get shot.
Inside of his hopper? No.
Ref going to check him now.
Checking him completely.
Nope, he lives inside
Minor
that guy
penalty on Brawl for playing on there. And they throw the towel, so it's going to be 3-0 Blitz.
So was that Baker that got the minor for playing on?
I think it was Sellers, because this guy threw the flag on the Snake side.
So it couldn't have been for playing on. It had to have been for talking or something, because...
We'll get a clarification from Rob in a moment. Brawl hates the call.
Got to be careful here, because Sellers could potentially get another penalty for talking.
Well, the point's over now, so he is allowed to talk to...
But I don't think he's allowed to yell profanities at the ref.
That's certainly true. And it's very intense over there. It's making me a little frightened.
Yeah. Sellers very serious. That whole Brawl camp, very intense guys. Like to have a lot of fun, but super intense group of guys.
Yeah, they're super nice off the field, like a lot of guys out here, and extremely intense on the field. They care about this. They put in a lot of work. And I think the frustration mounting in a must-win game, going down 0-3. Now coming back to Blast Camp and Veteran Militia.
12 minutes left in the game now.
Let's see if Veteran Militia can get a kill off the break or a kill in the mid-game.
Oh, my God. Terrible start by Blast Camp.
What, they leave late or early?
They left early, but it looks like they're going to be allowed to tag back up and get back in. So, I mean, that was almost very bad.
Veteran Militia able to make the Snake off the break, but they do quickly lose a body, quickly lose 2 bodies.
Mr. Pink Pants up in the
box. Mr. Pink in the center. The Snake player in the Snake 2 trying to play that mini wall.
Oh, wow.
He looks a little nervous. Coming up over the top on La Papa. He really wants to get La Papa.
Yeah, I mean, La Papa. No, that's Baron.
Oh, Baron. But Veteran Militia going to throw the towel as Blast Camp comes storming up the Dorito side to go up 3-0 over Veteran Militia Bravo.
Yeah, Baron, also called Bayron, but it's Baron, I believe. So I know a lot of people out here, I mean, just getting to know these semi-pro players and giving some shine and highlights to them for all of you at home. We have some great games still to come. So by right now, we have, again, Colorado Blitz versus Brawl, and then Blast Camp versus Veteran Militia. Coming up, we have Austin Notorious versus CP and Padres versus Royal City Sea Dogs. To end the day, we have Brawl versus Phoenix Rising, Blast Camp versus A-Team. So tons of great paintball action coming up as well. So, again, we are out here at the Windy City Major, which is the 5th stop of the NXL season in Gaelic Park outside Chicago, Illinois. Beautiful weather so far.
It's been perfect paintball weather, like high 70s with a little breeze. Great grass out here. Some nice puffy clouds in the sky for scenery.
And shade, too, which is what you need on this field right now. So
Nate Marshall makes the Snake off the break again. 86 degrees. It's getting a little hot out here. Nate Marshall crawling into the Snake 2 for Brawl, coming all the way into the 50 Snake. Blitz is always going to be concerned if they do lose a player off the Dorito, off the center, number 12 for Blitz coming off. So 5-on-4 advantage for Brawl in what's close to a must-win point. Looking at Jeff Whitner in that Dorito side can, shooting the cross to make sure Blitz can't fill out and match Nate Marshall in the Snake. Going to switch his gun to the Dorito side. Blitz up in that big Dorito too. They also got the Snake side tower.
Now, again, just to give everybody a little reminder, semi-pro is a 5-point mercy rule. So Colorado Blitz really in the driver's seat right now. Brawl has to come back and start winning some not quick points, but winning some points and getting that momentum back. They do have 7 minutes, so plenty of time to do it. But Brawl's going to drop a body off that Dorito side. Oh, but Snake player's going to get a great shot.
So Brawl has lost 2. Blitz has lost 2. I think it's a 3-on-3. Nate Marshall on the wrap.
Oh, they don't know.
The Blitz player is behind him. He's got to hear that gun.
Oh,
he doesn't, so he gets shot in the back. Man, just nothing going Nate Marshall's way over here. Just his timing's just been off by like half a second. The Blitz player able to jump the beam.
I think that's
into the 50 Snake. Scordo with a really nice move and just better field awareness over there to hear Nate Marshall's gun behind him and turn around and blast him in the back.
Yeah.
So just 2 bodies left alive for Brawl. It's Baker in the Snake insert and Tom Sellers in the Dorito can. Blitz now following up behind the 50 Snake player, Scordo. They got the 50 wall on the Dorito side as well. So I believe it's a 3-on-2 for Blitz. Make that a 2-on-2.
Oh, great job. Brawl's bringing it back right now. They don't know that player's in the snake, though. They got to be careful.
He's going to blow up 2 players real quick. So,
oh, no, that's Shamber, not Scordo. That's actually CJ
Shamber.
Shamber. He told me when the break. It's Shamber. So sorry, Shamber. We were giving Scordo all the credit for your amazing move, but that was actually Shamber and Oldham to close that game out. So great job there by those players to close that out and win that point. I mean, what are you doing right now? If you're Brawl's coach right now, what are you doing? What are you saying?
You know, you don't have to panic. They were in the driver's seat for so many of these points. They're down 4-0. You get into these situations and it's like, do you believe in this right now? Because we threw away every one of those points and we have an opportunity here. Or we can give up. So I think you can really see the frustration in Brawl's body language because they've had advantages. They've had just timing off by half a second, a bad death here, a bad death there, and you can feel the frustration mounting. So going to go down 0-4. Both these games starting to get out of hand, but hopefully we can see some of these teams mount comebacks.
Looks like it's going to be Baron Garrity, Jackson Frey, and I think I saw LaPapa walk out. We'll see after this breakout here. So Veteran Militia on your screen right now. Looking to take a big bite into the center off the break. He does. He gets all the way into the 50-yard line, breaking the Dorito side and the snake, but he's gotta keep his pack down a little bit. Oh, they do lose a player though.
They lose a player.
5-on-4 right now, with Blastcamp having the body advantage.
Blastcamp getting into the snake as well.
And it is LaPapa.
5 alive. Oh, never mind. Jackson Fragan killed out of the back center.
Wow, great shot there by Veteran Militia. Oh,
LaPapa getting into the 50 snake.
Baron
getting into the 50 snake, comes around.
Oh my God, just destroys the back of the Veteran Militia player.
Oh, the Veteran Militia player just standing in LaPapa's way, Baron's way, number 42.
42, Baron.
Who also killed the Dorito 1, so Baron breaking this game open. Bayron. LaPapa following up behind him. He's going to catch a penalty. Oh, no. Clean.
Ref was checking.
Oh, wow. Veteran Militia came onto Blastcamp side of the field, but LaPapa catches him inside at his juice box.
Yeah, so great job there. Running ref coming in to check Baron. Is that going to be a penalty?
Yes,
that is a penalty. All right, so major penalty assessed.
Looking for another body.
Wow.
So I think that might be a no point. Does Veteran Militia have anyone alive?
I thought they had one more alive.
No point. It looks like they're making the X for time. So Veteran Militia almost able to pull off a point against Blastcamp, but they don't have a penalty. Blastcamp unable to absorb the major. So it's going to be a no point 3-0.
So sometimes the wrong flags are thrown, and that's okay, pockets, but that was a minor flag, a yellow flag was thrown, but that was a major penalty. They just threw the wrong colored flag.
He pulled the Papa and the snake, and he had one finger in the air, running to the Dorito side, looking for another body to pull. They pull him. That left no living bodies on the field. Wow. So the Blastcamp player had been shot by his own team in the pack. Shot someone else. So when you are hit and shoot someone else, that's a major penalty. So really,
tough.
That's the definition of shooting yourselves in the foot when you shoot your boy. And
or shooting yourself in the pack.
Shooting yourself in the pack if you want to be real literal about it. So tough break for Blastcamp. They're still up 3-0. And then in this set, we got Colorado Blitz up 4-0 against Brawl. Let's see if Brawl can tighten up here. They're going to send out Newberger, the long hair. It's either Newberger or Newman. They got Nate Marshall, who's had success making snake off the break, but then he's struggled once he's gotten in there. Let's see if he can switch gears. It's a really difficult thing to do mid-tournament, mid-match. You know, you're doing half of it right, but you're trying to go from 50 to 100%, really clean things up.
Yeah, Colorado Blitz trying to put the nail in the coffin right now for Brawl.
So Brawl going to dig out to the snake corner. Nate Marshall makes it out alive. Blitz gets into the snake off the break. That's Carrera, number 5. He lives.
Slow crawling all the way in there. I like that move. He literally came out and crawled way outside the snake.
He might have knocked the wind out of himself. He looks like he's a little hesitant to move. You're looking at Nate Marshall on your screen, dumping paint down the wire, communicating with Tom Sellers in that Snakeside can. Number 40 for Brawl in the Snakeside Tower, shooting Dorito away, trying to hold up any attack from Blitz on that side of the field. But Blitz doesn't have to force the issue here, up 4 points with only 5 minutes and 30 seconds left on the field. Jeff Whitner dying out of his spot for Brawl, but Sellers filling into the Snake insert.
So Marshall's got to be careful taking a bounce off of his pod pack. He's looking again. So
Colorado Blitz was just shooting the 50 Snake as if they thought someone was there, but there isn't. They are roasting down the wire to make sure Nate Marshall can't make that bump.
So got to be careful right now. I mean, Colorado.
That's White on the Doritos side. Number 8 for Brawl kind of has the ball here. They got to generate something over there. He goes inside to the wedge, which is tough because he's lost Jeff Whitner, so they don't have a wired presence. Tom Sellers comes underneath the attention being devoted to Nate Marshall in the corner and gets into the Snake 1. He's going to crawl into Snake 2. I think he got there undetected as well, which is a huge advantage.
Great bump across for the center of the field to go from tower to tower.
See, Blitz has thought there's a 50 Snake the whole time. They have the Dorito side wedge just pumping paint at the 50 Snake. So Tom Sellers wise to stop at the Snake 2. As I say that, he gets on his stomach looking to crawl. The Blitz player in the wedge has come off that zone, though. So Sellers, if he gets into the 50 Snake undetected, can maybe make something happen. White now coming into the Dorito side brick. I think he got shot on his hopper, but he takes one Blitz player, make that 2 Blitz players off of him, off the field with him. Yeah. So Blitz loses their Dorito side wedge and another on the Dorito side. Tom Sellers now into the 50 Snake, undetected, trying to figure out who's left.
And Brawl player just goes from the Snake side wing to Dorito wing right now. He's trying to figure out where the bodies are, spread the field out a little bit and start pinching these players. But Carrera's been sitting in that Snake 2 for quite a while now, just pumping paint down the wire. I mean, obviously he doesn't need to go anywhere, doesn't need to do anything. Definitely in the driver's seat right now. Oh, but they are going to get number 2 out, and wow, so good job by Sellers.
Great point by Brawl there to clean things up. They kill that Snake side tower and the Snake down the wire to put a point on the board. Down 3 minutes and 31 seconds left. That match is not over. I think Brawl had a body advantage and positional advantage in a number of those points. 3:31 left. When you're looking at 1 minute per point, you're still in okay shape.
Absolutely.
It looks like a big deficit on paper, but as long as you have a minute a point, you can't give up. Once you get under a minute a point, that's when things get dicey and you got to start being a little desperate. But Brawl is not in that position yet as they put up a big point against Colorado Blitz.
Yeah, and we've seen that happen in that CEP game that is still being looked at, being decided right now, the CEP Colorado Blitz game where Evan Manners had run down in a 10-second point and was able to score, which that's being right now looked at as, did that point get them to win, or did that point tie it up, or is that point not enough? That's what's being looked at right now. We will get the answer to that after the conclusion of this game. So hopefully at the start of the final game of the afternoon set, we will have an answer for you there. As yes, that is, it's got to be nerve-wracking right now. Colorado Blitz, I mean, they don't know what they're going to be. They could be 1-1-1. They could be 2-1. They could be, I mean, it's just
and that's part of paintball. You have to be able to absorb adversity, not just on the field, but institutionally off the field. Crazy things happen. Things get shifted around. You have to be able to absorb the chaos and, like a racehorse, have your blinders on and keep going forward.
Yep, so Veteran Militia here on the breakout right now. They're going wide onto the Snake side. They're able to make it in. I mean, that's a really good run and really good job getting into the 50 Snake, as he's going to go in and all the way down the Snake. So they know he's there now.
2 coming off for Blast Camp. So Veteran Militia, they lose 1 as well off the Doritos side, but really in the driver's seat in this point, the biggest advantage they've had so far. They're in the 50 Snake. Blast Camp now progressing down the Dorito side.
Yeah,
they
great
know
job.
He's in the 50 Snake, so Jackson Frey dumping paint over there, making sure he doesn't come to Blast Camp's end, trying to hammer a bounce shot in on him.
Oh no, looks like the Veteran Militia player doing surgery right now.
Slapping his grip frame, trying to get his gun to shoot.
Never like to see slap surgery happening on your marker. Oh, but he gets shot cross field. Oh, that's a tough one.
Jackson pointing another kill. Believes he shot someone up the gut.
Great job, Jackson Frey and the Snake. And on the other side, that's Abul Hassan storming up there. So great push by these players right now.
And great job by Blastcamp, even though they lost 2 players very early off the break, to be able to
look him creeping and looking. You see that head movement going on right now. He's head checking constantly while moving. Gun up. So if you're a divisional player, you need to be watching this fundamentals that Jackson Frey's installing right now.
Doesn't know where the last body is, so he keeps his gun up. He identifies it. He tells all his buddies, and now they're just going to come down and dice him up, clean it up to go up 4-0 for Blastcamp.
Veteran militia player limping coming off. Mr. Pink Pants. Not
Mr. Pink, little hobbled.
Yeah, looks like he absolutely got roasted in the head, too. So he may be a little dizzy and busted up knees on that one. So tough game there, tough point there for Veteran Militia as they shoot 2 off the break. So, off the break shots, not a problem for Veteran Militia. They just got to put the rest of the game together.
Yeah, and good on Blastcamp to play team ball, down bodies, figure out where the 5 are, and dink them out one-on-one or in their gun battles, understanding, trusting their drill work and their superior fundamentals, working out the Veteran Militia players and putting up another point on the board.
Yeah, so now it's going to be 4-0. Veteran Militia staring down a mercy loss here if they can't bring one back on Blastcamp. But going into this game, a little bit closer, a little bit more competitive here. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left to go. Brawl down by 3. But, Mike, as you were saying earlier, plenty of time for a team like Brawl to come back. They have a minute each point, right? If they can score a point in a minute, which is absolutely doable. We've seen a couple teams do that already. Brawl can bring this one back, trying to stave off that mercy rule.
Yeah, well, they're down 3 here, and especially with Nate Marshall, who's an athletic player who can get into the snake off the break. We see him dig out there now. He gets in there alive. They also send, I believe that's, not sure who that is, who went into the snake side wedge to protect Nate Marshall. He's going to switch off it now and shoot inside. Blitz into both wedges. They lose 1 player.
That might be Baker.
Coming into the snake side brick. I love this. Getting support for Marshall, but they don't shoot the Colorado Blitz player coming out to the snake corner. Nate Marshall trying to put paint on him down the wire. That's a really small spot to live in. Nate Marshall now coming inside and just,
oh, wow.
Just a really tough death there.
So CJ Shamber in the corner. I believe that's number 22, CBA, who got that drop shot in on the snake player. Now, Colorado Blitz storming up the Drio side, getting the shot on the Colorado Blitz player who was trying to protect him in the 50. So kills all around. Great paintball play as Colorado Blitz has only lost 1 player as 2 Brawl players comes off. So it is 3-on-4 in favor of Colorado Blitz. Up bodies right now and has the positions. Not only are they in driver's seat with points, but they also have all the positions.
Yeah, Brawl's in a really difficult situation here. You can't really blow the horn. You don't want to go down 4 points. You're down bodies. You just got to go forward and try to make something happen here. You can't really be crossed up in the cans. Nothing good's going to happen that way. Love to see that launch. He's begging for the penalty. That's what you should do there. Try to hopefully get a red flag. Just going to be a trade.
So that minute we talked about is now ticked off as the clock is under 2:21, now ticking down almost under 2 minutes. So we started the match at 3:21. They had a minute a point. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to get it as CBA is going to run and air bunker an empty spot, I believe.
Yeah. But Blitz in full control. They're going to walk in the buzzer here. Brawl, not too eager to blow the horn. They kind of know this one's over. Going to be down to 4, 144. In need of a miracle now at this point.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy day we've had so far out here.
Now Blastcamp trying to finish off Veteran Militia.
Yeah, so on this one right now, Blastcamp looking to put the nail in the coffin here for Veteran Militia. Blastcamp going to be out here on our left-hand side in the new jerseys here, whitish. It's kind of like this whitish-gray color, more white, but definitely Blastcamp colors white with that traditional orange color and black. And then the Veteran Militia team is in the all-black Veteran Militia jerseys with the number 22 on them to represent Veteran Militia's cause for veterans. So, yeah, looks like we're going to have Soap, Eckerd, Garrity, LaPapa, and Morales getting a spin out there. Morales is the coach actually getting a spin.
Love to see that. Morales, hopefully he gets some blood out here. Veteran Militia staring down the mercy rule defeat. Getting into the snake off the break, if I'm Blast Camp, my main takeaway from here is we struggled to shoot the snake off the break.
Yes.
And that's a concern going forward in this tournament. So still things to improve on for Blast Camp. They shoot out the 50 brick for Veteran Militia on the Doritos side. So 5-on-4 for Blast Camp, up 4-0 with 8 minutes left of game time. Players mirrored up on the snake side.
Oh, he definitely shot in the hopper. He's not going out yet.
La Papa and Green Mask in a showdown on the snake side. La Papa going to crawl into the 50 snake. Veteran Militia in the back center trying to protect his snake player, rolling his gun. Another Veteran Militia player dying out of the Dorito side can. Going to try to come through and just going to get blown up by Soap, who moved into the snake side can. He does shoot La Papa.
Wow,
okay.
So
able to shoot
he did.
somebody.
He put a shot on La Papa over the top.
And another player dying for Blast Camp on the Dorito side, but I think Veteran Militia only has 2 bodies left alive. I think they're in the snake side can, maybe the Dorito can as well.
Looks like Morales and Soap here
They're
left.
going to lose the snake can, Veteran Militia is, so maybe 1 body left alive, and I think Soap's going to abuse
right
him.
now. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at Soap, little Sig Selly out there flying free like a bird, baby.
Wow.
Love to see it.
So Blast Camp going to polish off, I think, the 4th Mercy Rule defeat for Veteran Militia. So Veteran Militia, if they want to describe how this event went, they could describe it as merciful and leave it a little ambiguous there.
Yeah, that's a tough one for Veteran Militia there. Love to see the experience, but definitely got a lot to work on between now and World Cup.
Yeah, and they should take an example from Blast Camp and Paintball Fit and look at these guys who have played a lot of tournaments together, climbed the ranks together, put in the work, doing the drills. That's what it takes to compete and win at this level of paintball.
Yeah, I think that's, one of the things that Veteran Militia, they're from all over the country, so I don't think they get a lot of practice time together at all. Maybe one practice before the event, which when you're going up with teams like the caliber of Blast Camp, who these guys practice 3-4 times a week together, they're all best friends. That's a tough day. That is a tough day. Tough loss for Veteran Militia. That being said, Blast Camp, they're 3-0. They're the next game is their last game of the day, which they'll be going against A-Team. That's kind of a barn burner of a game too. Is I believe A-Team dropped to Padres earlier in the day.
They did. Padres came out strong with good guns off the break and were able to pull one out against the A-Team. So A-Team in a potentially must-win situation against Blast Camp. But now we're seeing Brawl down 4 points, sending player to the snake off the break, and Tom Sellers. They're going after it, Brawl. You love to see this.
Yeah.
Down big with not a lot of time, but they're not just going to rest on their laurels in the back and wait for it to be over. They're coming forward, coming for blood, trying to put a quick point on the board.
Yeah, I mean, if unfortunately for Brawl, unless there's a minor penalty assessed, I mean, it's going to take an act of Congress right now for them to be able to win this game.
Yeah, I mean, as we're saying this, I'm thinking about that CEP Blitz game that became chaotic, but, it doesn't look like it's going to happen here for Brawl. But anything can happen. That's why we play the games. Blitz is in the snake corner, so that's going to make it tough. Sipe, I think that's 0-0. Ooh, puts a shot. He definitely shot that Blitz kid in the corner on his gun, I think.
Hey, that hit is gone now.
Yeah. So Blitz just content to roll time off the clock.
Oh, he got him that time.
He's waving his gun like, let me out. Sellers getting caught up the middle, but Brawl is coming through, and they're going to put a point on the board to make it 5-2 with 38 seconds left. So instead of 1 minute per point, they're looking at 10 seconds per point for this comeback.
Not impossible.
Not
impossible. CEP did it today.
They got to charge down the field. They got to hope for at least one major.
Yeah, that's a tough one though, unfortunately.
And they're in X ball now since the other set is over after Blast Camp Mercy ruling Veteran Militia.
So 38 seconds here left in this game. They got to score 3 10-second points in a row. How do we do it, Coach Mike?
You just got to all send all the time. You can't stop at bunkers. You just got to go gun up, both wide wires going straight down the field and 3 bodies up the center, and everyone has to go at once. And what you're hoping for is that one guy is able to break free. So you're hoping to get a couple kills off the break as you're running and shooting, but you truly cannot stop. Most guys in a pretty heavy jog from one side of the field to the other takes about 10 seconds.
Yeah.
So you got to do it gun up. There's no stopping out here. If you stop, it's all over.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think the other part about that is you have to have some sort of distraction, right? If you can draw a lot of the guns one way and get that one player that no one sees coming and they can hang it, that would be a quick way to get a 10-second point. We see that happen on the pro field all the time. That happened earlier with Evan Manners. He was able to run down the center because all the guns had pulled wide. So, yeah, definitely possible. I mean, 3 in a row, highly unlikely, but definitely possible.
At least one you're hoping is a major penalty on Blitz.
Yep.
You hope you get one gift one that only takes 2 seconds, right? You shoot someone off the break and he shoots somebody, he gets the major and the clock stops after 2 seconds. That's ideal. So, low probability situation. It's probably like a 99.2% probability win for Blitz here, but Brawl still going to come out, give it a shot. Vincent, I know you're a big New England Patriots fan. Once upon a time, the Patriots were down 28-3 in the Super Bowl against the Atlanta Falcons, and led by Tom Brady, they came all the way back to win 31-28, and maybe the greatest football game of all time. So maybe we'll be seeing something similar out here from Brawl.
I think you're confusing me with you. Not that I'm not a Patriots fan, but I wouldn't remember that game like you would right now. Maybe not the best NFL game of all time.
Definitely one of the top 3 NFL games.
Hey, definitely
a
good one. Definitely a good one. So if you don't like the Patriots, go ahead and on Instagram send Mike Jeffries the reasons why you don't like what reasons you don't like Patriots.
Yeah, you can tell me all
Mike
that.
_Jeffries24.
Yeah, come see me. I love my haters. I love to talk to them. I wish them all the best. No hate out here, all love. Put it out and get it back.
Yeah, so again, as we were talking about, still a chance here. All hope not quite lost yet for Brawl. Brawl is the caliber of team that is scrappy enough to make something like this happen. But like Mike said, it has to full send.
Yeah, see, you can't even dive.
No, you have to go.
You have to gun up and run around the corner, shooting back at the back center.
So Brawl's the real side player goes. Next is their center player, so they've already lost 2. They're getting ready to lose 3. Sellers is streaking through the middle, trying to make something happen right now. He's going to get 1, but it's just going to be too little too late as 20 seconds have already ticked off the clock.
I don't know if Brawl's eliminated. They might have been trying to get just 1 point here to get their margin a little bit closer, but it's not going to happen as we're down to 5 seconds.
Yep, Sellers gets shot. Yeah, this is going to be game over here. Oh, he's going to... Damn, Sipe is gonna do a couple little extras there, so dang, that's a good one.
Really frustrating game for Brawl. They were able to get into the snake off the break consistently, but weren't able to generate kills off of that. Really tough deaths out of the back line for their players getting dinked out.
All right, so again, thank you so much for everybody tuning in. We have some great afternoon games still left on the day, as we're going to have the second to last set, which is going to be Austin Tories versus CEP, Padres versus Royal City Sea Dogs. And then the last set of the day, we're going to have Brawl versus Phoenix Rising, Blast Camp versus Annapolis A-Team. So, again, I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined by Mike Jeffries. If you haven't already, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe to this amazing event we have. And we will be right back after this commercial break.